get yourself to blame. Hi there guys, Teacher Hafa here one more time with everyday tips on how to improve on your career or start a career with English teaching. Guys, in the last few videos I've been giving some tips on how to start, if it's best to start in a school or private tutoring, about the positioning, market positioning, and tips that I wish I knew before starting the career, how to make a nice video. If you didn't check, you like and subscribe our channel. There are more videos every day, a new video for you on this. So we covered how to make a killer demo class, how to prepare a nice introduction video. So guys, in this class specifically, I'm gonna talk a little about what the mistakes that a rookie teacher just can't make them. Something you need to watch out for, something you should really not do it. So starting with a very common mistake for a rookie teacher is not leveling themselves. They say, "Oh, I'm a teacher." Sometimes they're a little wary of taking placement tests or taking proficiency tests such as IELTS, TOEIC, TOEFL. I highly recommend them, not only for you to see your personal development with the language. We are all learning, don't forget that. But also it's a great way to study. If you go on YouTube, I will leave here in the comments. If you study with the IELTS tests or with the TOEFL tests, there are always parts where they give you some report and give you time to think and record your answer. So this is a great way to practice your assertivity. Don't forget that. Commenting on mistakes of the students. This is a classic mistake, a little worse if it's in a school. I've experienced once in a school where teachers constantly were commenting and laughing about students' mistakes, something absolutely unacceptable. I used to tell them on regular basis, guys, just don't do that. You can do in your own house with your partner, but don't do this in the school premises. And once a student saw them commenting and laughing, the student didn't even know what it was about. He or she, I don't know, went straight to the reception, canceled the course. So you should watch out for that. Watch out who you comment to and how you comment. Don't forget, it's a process. It's a process that requires a lot of patience, and it's a vulnerable process. So, anything I might comment on class, I always say this to the students, that classroom is like Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So every time I need to comment on any students, I never ever mention details or names or anything. I say, "Oh, there's a student and he is and I say profession." I don't comment anything that might give a hint on who he or she is. Okay, especially because I work in company with different people from different departments in the same company. Things happen. You should take this to your heart. Never comment on mistakes of students. Also, in a class, when you're having a group class, this is something I was trained once in a school. When you're gonna comment on the mistakes, comment in a group, don't comment individually, and make in a way that you don't say who made the mistake. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna comment on mistakes here. Pronunciation, you make everybody repeat the pronunciation, not only the person who made the mistakes, because remember, we're pushing them to make mistakes, and this is how we learn. Not living what you sell. This is a classic mistake. Teachers don't live what they sell. They sell you need to practice on regular basis and write and make a journal, but you really don't do that. Imagine you're having a class with the students and you're telling them you should read on regular basis. This really expands your vocabulary, and then you need to read some part, and your reading is not the best. So it's something awful. You just don't feel the process if you don't live what you sell. So very important. Whatever you say to the students, do it yourself. You get a new vocabulary, go take note, make some phrases, write the spelling of this word, because this is basically what I tell the students to do. So you should do it too. something I've been doing ever since I was 10. If you talk the talk, walk the walk. Last but not least, people, a classic rookie mistake: not taking feedback constantly, or not taking feedback for granted. Sometimes we say, but I have a nice relationship with this fellow, and we have a lot of things in common with this or that student, and okay, we have a nice time in class. Having a nice time in class is not a feedback, people. Don't forget that. You need to take to the heart constant feedback in right moments. Watch out for the right moment when you take the feedback with your student, when you give the feedback, and don't take it for granted that they know how the process is going, that they know how you feel about their performance. Remember, it's something they want to fulfill your expectations that you have to them. They have their own expectations towards them, and they have expectations that they feel that you have towards them. So something really important: constant feedback. Do it in a formal setting. Don't do it in a way that they don't take it, they don't pay much attention, they don't take notes. So I make sure I give the right moment for the feedback. I make sure that we talk about something specifically. I listen to whatever they have to say, because remember, it's almost like you could make the 360 feedback some companies take nowadays, where people, whoever has contact in the company, they analyze each other and give feedback about each other's service. So take note of these mistakes. I'm pretty sure you're not going to make any of those. Those are the most serious ones that you should never make them. And then comment below what was your biggest mistake as a rookie teacher, and how is it like to work with the rookie teachers? What are your best advices for them? And if you have any questions, leave in the comments below. I will comment on the next few videos. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.